So what exactly was your injury for those who aren't following you?
So I broke my collarbone. Broke it in about four spots. I crashed the front flare on the resi, just landed straight on my shoulder. And I didn't get the surgery until a week after, because I didn't need to get the surgery, but it was going to make the recovery a lot quicker. So there was a no-brainer to get the surgery. I got the surgery a week later, and I was back on my bike in 2 weeks, so 3 weeks in total off. But fully smashed my collarbone and just got a big plate. Got a big scar as well now.
So what exactly happened on the front flare? Because that's a trick you've done before, right?
Yeah. So I haven't really done them a whole lot, like leading up to when I actually crashed. There's not really like a good resi quarter back home.
Yeah.
There's one down in Melbourne, which is a couple-hour flight. But when the place I actually tried it at, the resi sits past the quarter, whereas the normal quarter, the quarter will sit in front of the resi. So in this instance, the resi was in front of the quarter, so you have to pull out a lot more. And I've been there so many times and been like, I'm not going to do one just because the resi quarter isn't as good as, in my mind, I don't think it works that well. So I've been there a few times and be like, I'm not going to do a front flare. I just do it in the foam pit. And then this time I was filming some clips. I did a couple in the foam pit, and I'm like, I'll just try one. And because in my mind I think, you've got to pull out so much, I tried to pull out way too much. Completely missed the snap, and I was upside down. I couldn't get out of it.
Was that the first one you tried?
That was the first one I tried, yeah. So I got completely lost. I pulled out, got completely lost, and I was upside down. And just, if I sort of stayed in the ball, I think I would have got out of it from watching that clip. But I sort of like spread my legs out and opened up, and because I was completely lost upside down.
In that split second, what are you going to do?
Yeah, exactly right. So I pulled out too much, missed the snap, and landed upside down. So.
What? I thought you weren't supposed to be able to get hurt riding the resi.
Yeah, well, people say that, I guess. I landed completely on the floor, so if I didn't pull out as much and I landed upside down, I might have caught some tranny and slid out of it, but because it was still a hard impact. You can see from that clip.
I was joking.
Yeah. I know.
How do you feel about that trick right now? Is it something you're going to get back, or are you over it for a while?
Yeah, I'm over it for a little bit. I mean, I do want to do it. I think the trick is really cool. I do like the trick. Until I have a proper resi that I'm comfortable on, I'm not going to try it again. So it's a really confusing trick as well. Unless you fully understand it, it doesn't really work. Unless you fully understand it in your own mind, it doesn't really work. So, and it's a hard trick to sort of play around with. It's either you're going to do it properly or you're not going to, you're not going to be able to do the trick.
What made your recovery go so quickly? Is that just the standard recovery when you get the plate put in?
Yeah.
It seemed like you were riding like a couple days later.
Yeah, it was a super quick recovery. As soon as I got the surgery, the surgeon said like 3 or 4 weeks you can get back into it. And I wanted to get back into it quick. He said once the wound is healed, it's good to go, which took 2 weeks for the wound to heal. I took the bandage off 2 weeks after, and I got back on the bike as soon as I took that off. But with the plate on there, the surgeon said it's as strong as it's ever going to be. If I was to crash on it now or crash in a year's time, it's going to be the same outcome if it was the same crash and whatnot. So yeah, it wasn't anything I necessarily did. I mean, living a healthy lifestyle probably helps a little bit. But yeah, because I got the surgery, it was strong enough to start riding again.
So is the only event this injury forced you to miss the first feast stop?
Yeah, so I was actually, a few days after I crashed, I was meant to fly to Costa Rica for like a show, and then fly to and then fly to Saudi Arabia, which I was so excited to go there to experience these different countries. But the main one I did miss was Japan. I was riding. I did get on the bike a few days before I would have had to fly out for Japan, just to try and test it, see how I was feeling. And I mean, I could have actually went to Japan and got a little bit of points, but I figured I wasn't 100%. I was about 60% maybe. And I haven't had the best luck this year. I've had a few crashes where I've hurt myself. So I didn't want to sort of prolong an injury or cause another injury. So I figured I'll just rest, get better, and try and do well in Montpellier.
Could you trust yourself if you did go to Japan to not just go nuts?
Nah, I couldn't. I couldn't. That's why. That was a lot of my thinking into not going, because I couldn't go there and just do nothing. Like as much as I would say to myself, I'm just going to do this, I would get caught up in the moment and do my normal stuff, I think.
So fast forward to today, are you 100%?
Yeah, I'm 100% right now. I mean, I feel 100% on my bike. I'm as fit as I have ever been. The injury, I guess, I just still can't feel around my shoulder. It's all numb because they slice through the nerves and whatnot.
Is that a permanent thing, or do those come back?
I've heard it comes back, and people say they've got a cut and that they still can't feel it years later. So we'll see. It doesn't play a part in anything. I've got all the muscles and stuff working, which was my main focus, was to get all the muscles and stuff working around my shoulder, and then get back to being 100%. So yeah, I believe I'm 100% right now.
So obviously, looks like it's raining outside.
Yeah.
No finals at Feast in Montpellier. You qualified in second. That result's going to stand. How do you feel about that placing and the season upcoming for the rest of the year?
Yeah, so coming into Montpellier, obviously I missed the first stop. There's another 4 stops, including Montpellier. I mean, I'm not necessarily thinking about the overall right now. I'm thinking about just doing the best I can at every stop. I mean, I'm stoked to come second, to qualify second, and obviously the event's cancelled now, so I can't try and better it. But I mean, I'll take the second. Coming off an injury, second is fine for me. But yeah, moving forward to the next events, it's the same thing. I'm going to do the best I can at each stop, and that's what I said to myself when I crashed in Budapest last year. I said, well, if the overall works out, it works out, but I'm just going to do the best I can at each stop. And that's all I can do. I mean, that's what I do at every event. I try and do the best I can, and that's what I've got to do now.
I'm assuming that your sights are set on the Olympics.
Yeah,
of course.
Is that the main goal here? Yeah. That's the main goal now.
You making any big changes in your life to prepare for this?
No. I mean, it's still the same thing. Like, it's to qualify for the Olympics, you've got to do well at all the events. I mean, for the past 6 years, I've been trying to do well at all the events. So nothing changes. I'm still as motivated as ever to win events, and I mean, I do the work back home, and there's nothing that's changed in the past 6 years leading into these events. I'm still working hard and still hungry for it.
Well, your collarbone has changed. It has like a big plate.
It has a big plate in it now, and I have a scar, so it looks pretty cool, I guess.
Are you working with the Cycling Federation in Australia?
Yeah, we have well, I'm not going to call it a team because I'm the only one on the team, but yeah, we've got some backing from the government, so that's good.
Is there going to be a team? I mean, I know there's some girls down there that ride good, as well as guys like Lupos and Baldock. There's other guys as well, or is the focus just going to be on you?
Well, for right now, the focus is just on me, because I guess it's a lot different to other countries. Like the Cycling Federation of Australia has pretty much said you need results to get put on the team, and the result for me was winning the championship. And I guess there's 3 different levels of support. And that was first at the championship, top 3 at the championship, and then top 8 at the championship. And no other Australian come top 8, so I'm the only one that got put on the team. But moving forward, I'm sure there is going to be more of a team qualifying for the Olympics, and yeah, it's all based off results. And I feel like if other countries did it a little bit different, but yeah, for Australia, it's based off results.
I think that's how the United States and the United Kingdom are as well. A tiered system based on results from the World Championships. So I think they just had more guys that did well. You know.
But I don't believe that, because the UK's got a big team, and they've taken dudes that haven't even competed done well in the last 2 years, as opposed to, say, Camp Peak, that's done all the feast events and done pretty well.
True, but as far as the guys getting paid and the levels of support they get, that is based on the tiered system.
Oh, the payments maybe, yeah, but
so
I guess
it is different, but you're correct.
Yeah.
We're both right.
Yeah, there we go.
What's your next event? Is it Edmonton or?
It'll be South Africa next week.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So I'll go to South Africa next week for Ultimate X. Yeah, so that'll be really cool.
After that is Edmonton?
Yeah. June. Yeah, nothing in June. So go home and then it'll be. If I go to NAS, I'm sort of sorting out whether I'm going to go to NAS or not, because NAS is the week before Canada. Canada's the week before X Games. So that'll be a pretty busy 3 weeks. So I'm sort of going to go over it, leading up to the event, how I'm feeling, and yeah, I'll figure that out. But I would say it'll probably be Canada.
You are invited for both park and dirt at X Games, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Is this going to be the year you finally take a gold medal?
Oh man, I hope so. I want the gold medal so bad. I mean, I've got 3 silvers in my past 3 events. So yeah, man, I want that gold medal so bad.
Do you want
unbelievable.
dirt or park more, or is it equal to you?
I mean, I want a gold medal. To win a park gold medal would be my thing. That's, you know, it would make more sense for me to win a park gold medal, I think. But I mean, I believe I can win both. I mean, there's no doubt about that. It's just making it happen.
When you're gearing up for that, do you ride any more concrete when you're at home, or is it pretty? I know I see you riding concrete quite a bit, anyways. Do you do anything different to prepare for X Games?
I mean, leading into events, I try and ride different parks, just to adjust to different parks easier. I mean, I try to. It's more fun as well riding different parks. So I don't like riding the same park, so I don't necessarily change too much what I do. Like what I do is what I do. It's fun.
And the formula seems to work for the most part.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Yeah,
I don't think there's a whole lot of room.
Yeah, I just try and make sure I'm going into the events 100% mentally strong as well, and yeah, I mean, as long as I feel like I'm doing work back home and go to these events feeling comfortable, I'm pretty happy.
Anything else exciting going on?
No, not really. It's just work back home and riding events. For me, for the last month or so, I've been trying to get my shoulder feeling good and back on the bike. So not anything really going on. No, just riding and staying fit.
Perfect. Well, welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. It's good to be back.